Oh man, and people are leaving. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Fun Fishing Adventures channel. Welcome in. I know I'm late, but I wasn't because I've been here. I just lost track of time. But anyway, today we're going to crappie fish out the front and we're going to catfish out the back. And there's a spot I was wanting to fish. Some guys just left. So I'm going to give this spot a little bit of a chance. And if we don't do any good here, we're going down there. Because I seen them pulling crappie out of that tree. So I got an idea that there might be crappie in that tree. You're not even in here, but I'm still talking to you. Why? Because I'm the host with the most. That's right. And I wish I could lift that up some more so I could see better, but I can't. So I'm going to catch crappie. I'm going to try. I ain't going to guarantee it. I think if I go to that other tree, I think we'll catch some crappie. But for now, I'm going to get a drink. This one's open, so I'll drink this one. Ah, that's refreshing. So what I did, instead of having to use my spot lock to try to stay in one spot and kill my battery, I tied off to this log up here. There's all kinds of structure underneath the boat, but I didn't see a whole lot of fish in it. But I figured I'd give it a try. Can't hurt, right? I'm going to grab my other phone so I can read it. It's hard to read the chat. You guys are kind of like at an angle for me. I probably need to put a wind dude on there because I'm sure it's kind of windy. Because it's windy to me, so I'm sure this wind's running right through there. Hello. Welcome in, Stephen Merchant. So I'm not using my traditional tripod because I have a GoPro mount in here in my boat. By the way, I'm in my boat today. But you don't see me in my boat too often, especially doing lives. For one, my camera shakes. I need to put a bigger pipe on it. But we built this one and we're like, oh, we'll see how it does. We should just went with the 1-inch pipe instead of the 3/4 inch. I'm not really too happy with that jig I'm using. I think I'm gonna swap up my jigs. It's a blue with chartreuse tail, kind of like a Bobby Garland, but it's made by a company called Cold Hearted Baits. I just really don't feel that it's the right color for today. So I think I might go with like a monkey milk type color that they make. Let's see if that does some good. There are a ton of gizzard shad in here, little baby gizzard shad. So we're gonna go with this guy. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, there you go. Pretty much like a whitish clear with black dots on it. As you can see, the wind's blowing pretty good. I'm one of them fishermen that I want the fish to bite what I want them to bite. I don't care what they think. If I think they should bite on it, by goodness, that's what they should bite on. But I found a lot of times that's not the case. So the fish that was marking were about 10 foot down. Like I said, they're kind of like all over around the boat here. There's all kinds of structure. Really wish I had minnows, but there was no place to get minnows. The place I normally get them, all their minnows died off. I have a ton of confidence in minnows. I don't have a ton of confidence in jigs. So I'm gonna pull my other phone out of my pocket. I think I put it in my pocket. No, I did not. Give this dude a little more depth. I'm just gonna put my rod in that rod holder. Imagine that. They make something to put your rods in. So I'm gonna do something also a little different today. I've got some jugs and I've got some skipjack. I'm gonna throw some jugs out with skipjack on them and see if we can't find a catfish or two. I might even keep them. I did bring stuff to stay for the night if I decided to. You know, just kind of like crash in a boat and do a overnight crashing in a boat kind of trip. But I don't know yet. We'll see how fishing goes. See how tired I am when I'm done. This spot I think would be a really good spot to catch some fish. I mean, if there's a good ways up here, I think it'd be good. And I got my canopy up. I hate this canopy, but it keeps the phone out of the sun. It doesn't make me see it any better, but it keeps it from overheating. I got bells on my poles. I don't know if I told you because I can't see my rods because they're standing straight up and the canopy's in my way. So if something bites, we'll hear the bells. And no, we don't need to have 4 fishing poles to catch a fish. Just in case Mid-South is in there, we can catch catfish on 1 or 2 poles. I'm just saying it is really possible. You can do it. I know what I'm looking for, but I can't find it. I wonder if I brought it. Surely I brought it. I bet you I put it in here. I did. Good deal. That's much better. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to give this spot about 20 or 30 minutes. If we don't do any good at all, we'll move on down to the next spot. And for those of you who don't know, if you might want to watch, Wild Fin is on. Or Wild Hook, I mean. Yeah. Wild Fin. Let's see, he's right there. But for now, I'm going to go to my video so I can read your guys' chat. Ah, there we go. Devilish, I am on the St. Francis River, and it's part of the Wapapello Lake chain, or part of the lake that goes into Wapapello Lake. Part of the river that goes. You got what I'm saying, I think. Is the wind noise still bad Mid-South? If it is, I can try to find something else to cover it up with. I don't really know what else I have today. I usually have all kinds of stuff. And today I just don't. So we got 2 catfish rods out the back. and we're gonna crappie fish out the front. No guarantee we'll catch anything, but we're gonna try it. Weston man, welcome in. Appreciate you showing up. So I wish I had my other pole stripped. I gotta replace the part. If I had the part, I could just have one here and I could read it and record off of that one. I can't even tell if I'm facing the right direction. I don't know. We'll go with it. I'm sure you guys will let me know. It's probably a good thing you can't see me. And I did do something I would normally not do, but I did bring my bass fishing rod. So we might throw some lures, see if we can catch a couple bass. Maybe a spinner bait or a whopper popper. Like I said, that's something normally I wouldn't do. So it might be nice to do some, you know, for change. I do like the fact I'm in my boat. I can move. But I really did consider camping in my boat tonight. I brought 2 sleeping blankets. That way I got a little comfort laying on this hard floor. I brought my pillow. I brought my sleeping pants. Because if I'm going to sleep out here, I don't want to get ate up by the bugs. Plus, I can still have my catfish rods out with my bells. Don't mean I'm going to hear them, but they can jing-a-ling-a-ling. I know this pole ain't going to go in there. I'm going to try it. Of course, I guess it really don't matter even if it does, because my other phone mount, I think, is in my truck on my tripod. Because I'm like, well, why in the world do I want to bring my tripod with me? I have the mount already in my boat. Well, it's going to go in there. That's cool. Feels like it's pretty solid. I don't think it's in all the way. It's good enough to hold the phone. Now if I had another phone holder. Let me check down here in this here box. Never know what I got in here. Your tape measure. Yep. Everything but what I need. Oh well. You guys know me well enough, you know I'm not very prepared most of the time. So today is more of an adventure. I mean, I've fished this river before, but I've never fished this area. It's 11 to 20 feet deep throughout the stretch. I did notice when I was going through on the fish finder, it looks like there's a thermocline. And I've always been told that in rivers there's not thermoclines. But it seems like about 10 foot down, there's a thermocline here. And the reason why there's not a thermocline, yeah, I'm going to figure out what to strap that so it quits moving, is because the water constantly moves. In theory, that's what I was told. Apparently that might not be true. At least not here. I may go ahead and bait up a couple of these jugs and throw them out and just let them drift, because when we move, we can always check them, right? These guys ain't got very heavy weights on them, because normally where I do use them at, it's not very windy. And as you can all tell, it's a little bit windy today. So when we made these jugs, just kind of show you guys, these are our jugs. What we did with them, we put an eye bolt right there on the side, so that way we can make them adjustable. So all you do is double your line up, run it through the eye bolt. You can run it over the edge of the eye bolt and tighten it up, and now you're at 3 or 4 foot of depth. That way it's convenient. If you want to go 10 or 12 foot deep, you can. And we also got these off Amazon at the time. We add a little flashy green light if we're fishing at night, so that way we can see if the fish stand up or go underneath the water with the jugs. Which, not too worried about using that right now because it's daylight. Of course it's daylight, but y'all know what I'm saying. So I'm going to throw a couple of these dudes out there. Let's let them float down, and we'll chase them down a little while, see what happens with them. I probably should have more weight on them, but I don't. Okay, so I got that locked down. It's probably about 6 foot deep. We'll throw a piece of bait on her. Let's see what happens. And I pre-cut my bait today because I didn't want to cut bait on my boat. But with all these shad I've been seeing, they've all been about 6 foot deep. So I'm imagining if there's catfish running around chasing the shad, they're going to be about 6 foot deep. Catfish don't stay at just one level. We'll just let that dude float and see what it does. I'm going to get a couple more ready really quick. We're just kind of going to throw them all in the same general area. That way we kind of keep that scent trail going. Well, this one's set really deep. We must have been fishing some deep water with this one. So it's easy enough to undo my depth setting. Just pull that back off of that eye bolt. run it back through. Now you can reset your depth. Gonna go a little deeper with this green one. Okay, see, it got locked down again. Now it should not come undone. I have had them come undone, but normally they don't. If I catch a couple of catfish today, I think I'll keep them. Ah! Threw my knife at myself. Cut this top fin off. Having fins are not good. They'll stop you from having that hook up really quick. You always make sure you get those scales off of your bait. I was probably set it about 8 foot deep. Then we'll get one more, throw one more out there. This one's set at about 2 foot deep, maybe 3 foot. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to change this line. It's been on here for a couple of years. But we use the braided line. That way it doesn't just get all funky and frazzle up on you really quick. And I don't know if any of y'all ever chased jugs before, but when they go under, they can be fun. Kind of gets aggravating sometimes because you can't catch up with them. I keep saying, oh, I'm going to make a pole for when I do my jugs. I can just reach down there and grab them with the pole. I never do that. It's not really hard. All I got to do is get a little hook and put it on a stick, a broomstick, anything. Okay. So I kind of guess for you people in the catfish world, these kind of work like planer boards. Just kind of get your bait out there drifting around to different areas. Okay. Got this one done. Got her locked down. Shouldn't go anywhere. Like I said, I have had them come undone. It happens. I probably went 5 foot with this one. Three's enough for now. I can throw some more out later. Just kind of fooling around, see if anything can even be interested in them. All right, there we go. We got 3 of them out. Easy enough to keep track of 3, right? Put them in a Ziploc baggie so they're not contaminating all my ice and everything else. Because where I'm at, I can let these dudes drift for a good mile. I can probably see them for about a quarter mile. But can you go fishing? I am fishing. I'm just like doing 3 kinds of fishing right now at one time. I got 2 catfish rods off the back. I got a crappie rod that I've been ignoring in the front and 3 jugs up. And actually where I'm at, if I need to catch bluegill or something, I shouldn't have much of a problem catching any bluegill. I did forget my worms, but I always forget something. So it's just part of my life. It's just the way I roll, I guess. So I guess I did say we give it 20 minutes in this spot. We've been here for 20 minutes, but I've been doing everything else except for what I should be doing. So now we're going to do what I kind of wanted to do. I want to run down to this tree. I'm going to reel these 2 lines up in the back. Where you see, welcome in. Yeah, Scotty's on his boat. You want a tour of the boat? Here, I'll give you a tour of the boat really quick. Turn the camera around to the back. We are powered by a 3 horsepower Evinrude motor with a prop. Captain's chair. There's supposed to be a chair here. But I got the Garmin finder, the steering console, my gauges, rod rack. I got 2 rod racks here in the back. I know I'm going a little fast. I got my Minn Kota power drive with spot lock on the front. Live well right there. Storage junk compartment there. So that's it. Certified Fishing Out, welcome in. Appreciate it. So, and I got my canopy up, which I don't really like it up. I'd rather fish without it. But in order for the camera not to get hot, I kind of had to put the canopy up. Chevy Lover, welcome in. Randall, welcome in. River Boss, welcome in. I went to watch your live, I think it was yesterday morning, and I missed it. But I'm going to go back and rewatch it when I get a chance. Those little pond prowlers are pretty nice. Let me get you guys back up here on the stand. I don't really care for the stand. I don't trust it very much. But it is what it is. Now I can't see nothing. So I forgot to turn the camera around like a fool. Okay. Okay, now we're back to where we should be. So we'll give the spot just a little bit longer, then we're going to move up to the other spot. So you guys are pretty much in charge. I can't see chat too well unless I have the phone in my hand, which I have my other phone, but I put it down somewhere. No, I don't know where I put it. Ah, here it is. Not that I can probably see this one much better in the sun, but I can at least see it. All right. What's the fish count? Well, I have 3 rods out, 3 jugs, 0 fish. So it's about like one of your lives, Mid-South. I couldn't resist. I had to do it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reel those 2 rods in the back end. We're gonna move down there because I really want to catch some crappie, and I know there's crappie in that tree. I can't use 4 rods here. I can only use 3. If I was on the Mississippi, I could use 50. Oops. So the bottom here in this spot that we're at is pretty muddy, silty. So it's not really too much of a sandy type of bottom here. But different spots in this river are totally different. Okay, let me get untied from this. We're going to go down there. I'm going to move my GoPro so I don't step on my GoPro and break it. Because I might actually use my GoPro. I ain't done that in a long time. I got 2 of them. Hardly ever use them now that I do lives all the time. And if you're curious what kind of boat it is, it's a 16-foot Starcraft. It's 7 foot across on the back. Kind of why I wanted to get it. I wanted that extra space. I don't have all the decks except for this deck up here. And where you see your stickers are on the way, or your sticker. So I don't have a sticker now. But it is on the way. I put it in the mail yesterday. But I'll tell you what, you guys' addresses down there in New Mexico is kind of weird compared to ours. Like, I guess one of yours, I think yours was like southeast or something. I sent one to Duke and his is northwest, or I was like, we don't have nothing like that around here. You turn the old Garmin on and see what it says. Like here, we just have street addresses and an apartment. If you live in an apartment, that is. We're moving at a high speed of 1.5 miles per hour. I think this would be a good spot to fish in the wintertime when they drop this lake down to winter pool. Really kind of almost want to park right up in the middle of that tree. But I'd probably do better just to tie off. That's what I have this handy dandy clip for. If I want to try to catfish at the same time, I don't need to be in the middle of that tree. I know them crappie are going to be up in the middle of that tree. Might as well get turned around like this now. No. Come on now. So a lot of people will tell you the crappie are skittish. And if you make a noise, they're all going to disperse. That's a bunch of crap. I found that tree down there already. The nice thing about crappie fishing, you can just stick your rod on down there and get it. I'd rather have some minnows. dang tree. But this is kind of minnowish looking. Okay, I'm gonna throw them catfish rods off the back. I can still see the jugs. They still ain't got nothing on them, but they're still going. They're floating. That's what matters. Oh no, my clip came off. That's bad. That ain't good at all. Let's get back up there and get reclipped. Can't let that thing come off there. That's better. So I think it's about time to start replacing batteries on this boat again. But this time, I think I'm gonna go with lithium batteries. I know they're kind of expensive, but for the longevity you get out of them and the more hours you get out of them, I think it's gonna probably be worth the price. Come on, you're kidding me. This thing usually stays clipped all the time. I'm gonna wrap it a couple times and then clip it. See if it works better now. Why ain't you turning? Well, looks like we're gonna go find a spot to bank fish for a little while because for some reason my motor's locked up. So, oh well. So we may go from a catfishing and crappie trip to a catfishing trip. So I can figure out what's going on with the trolling motor. So, sit tight, guys. Just go for a ride real quick. Find a good spot to beach up on. You want to know we're in 20 feet of water? I'll tell you what. This don't look like a bad spot. At least here, I can kind of anchor down and try to figure out what's going on with this trolling motor. I know I hit a limb a couple times. I don't know if I sheared a pin in it or what, but at least here I can take it off and look at it. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. 10 wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out through this mess because it's kind of been a mess today. We will have to go back and get the jugs, but for now, I want to try to get this trolling motor. All right. I got the catfish rods out. Now time to pull with this dumb thing. That kind of almost looks like it's melted. That plug some. Sure does. See if that don't help. Well, guys, I guess we're going to be catfishing because I'm not going to sit here and keep checking with it. Today might just be a bust. It might just not be a day for me to be out here. It looked like it melted part of it. There's kind of an interesting little cove over there I wouldn't mind trying. But first, I got to go get those jugs. But I was more worried about trying to find a spot for now. Trying to figure out what's going on with the trolling motor. Might have a bunch of line wrapped up in it or something. I don't know. Because if that trolling motor's out, that's pretty much going to ruin any crappie fishing unless I can tie up to something. So anyway, this is what we're stuck with for a few minutes. Then we'll go check on them jugs. Ashley Brady, welcome in. You get told no all the time there, Miss. Always get told no. And of course, my cold drink's not cold anymore because it's warm out. Yeah, we'll put it back on ice and get another one. We give the spot about 15 minutes. It's kind of, I'm like parked on an island right now, so I kind of thought maybe we get some fish coming in and out through here. Well, the wind's still kind of bad even with that thing on it. Sorry, guys. Can't control the wind. We got 15 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Hopefully we can get a fish on board here. We may end up taking them jugs to another spot and just putting some heavier weights on them and kind of anchor them to where they sit tight. Put some 6 or 8 ounces on there. It should hold it pretty good until the fish takes off with it. But the good thing about this place, I got good service. Kind of half tempted to cut that plug off and just try to hook it directly up to the battery and see if that fixes my issue. So I think it's a connector problem. There she goes. Wants to work now. Stupid trolling motor. I wouldn't mind trying to drag this thing, but there's so many snags in here. Tell you what, I'm gonna go get those jugs. We're gonna come back over here and try to get in this little creek to where we're out of the wind. And there might be some catfish sitting back here in this little creek area. It may be pretty shallow, I don't know. Don't know anything about it. You guys are learning just as well as I am. All right, now I got that working right for now. I'm gonna pull this anchor. We're gonna go up and get those couple jugs and bring them down here. And we'll set up the catfish over here. If I can get in there. I don't know how deep it is. You can be in 10 feet in this lake and move 5 foot the other way and be in inches. And if anybody's curious, the water temperature is 80 degrees. If you're curious. If not, water temperature is still 80 degrees. Let's fight this wind to go get some jugs. And we're going to go try to tuck up out of the wind. Oops, something. The wind is kind of fierce. get you guys turned back around. We can get us turned back. Let's see if we got to turn back around. That's one of the jugs. Here's the second jug over here. Now we gotta find that third jug. It should be here somewhere. There it is. All right, now let's head back to that little cove. I want to get out of this wind. I really want you guys to be able to look at the ride instead of me. This doesn't want to keep you that way. pretty shallow. Looks really shallow. I don't like that a whole lot either. Oh no, guys. We can explore and see if we get stuck. And what's the worst case that happens? We get stuck and we can't get out, right? It's like a good little spot to beach right here, though. This might be a good spot. Well, according to my motor, this is a really good spot at the beach because we're on ground. So this is where we'll fish. Okay? Sounds good to me. What do y'all think? Oh, there's still 5 or 6 EVs in. That's good. So we're going to fish out here because the motor's stuck on the ground right here. So we ain't going nowhere. So might as well fish it, right? We already got the baits. They're already lined up. We all know we can catch big fish in shallow water. We've done it before. We can do it again, right? So today's really a day of exploration. Do I think we're going to catch anything? Not right now. But we're hanging out. We're We're gonna watch some rods. I don't know if you guys would rather be that way or this way. Maybe I'll swap you guys around to the back way. Might be able to see the rods better. So definitely gonna catch some crappie right here. There, at least now you guys can see the rods. I can read the chat on my phone. My other phone. So I'm thinking what this does is this just goes around this island. And if I putt around it, I can probably stay in the channel. Because I was in 4 foot of water till I got over here. So with that being said, I might as well throw these little jugs out, huh? I mean, they got bait on them. Just readjust the depth a little bit. Still ain't out of that damn wind though. Thought for sure get back here, we'd get out of it. That's one out. I mean, I don't really know a better way to find out about new places unless you explore them. So that's all we're doing. Figured we'd do a video while we're at it. But I really thought we'd done a little bit better. But didn't expect to have technical difficulties either. There. Now I got all 3 jugs out again. And we got the 2 rods off the back. I think we'd get a bite from something. You know, they got to be back here feeding on these small fish. So I did mark tons and tons of shad throughout the river system, so I'm sure they're in here too. But for now, we'll sit here and wait. Yeah, the rods are going to move just because they're on the rod holder. I'm kind of assuming that my chat is froze up because it hasn't moved since Mid-South said, of course not. Ask for one little favor, but no. I'm going to have to move you guys so I can... Oh yeah, see, mine's way off. So I'm going to have to come out of the live, exit, and go back into the dumb thing. So it's not that I was ignoring you guys. I just didn't see you texting or anything. At least it's a nice looking view. Not bad. Now let's see if I can catch up on chat. Oh yeah. I've already told you it takes 4 rods to catch catfish. No, it doesn't. Bob, welcome in. It takes 1 rod to catch a fish. That don't mean it's going to be my rods, but that's all it takes. Or 3 pool noodles. I'll take a fish on any of them. So it's been kind of like a crappy day so far. Not much has gone right, but that's how fishing is, man. I mean, Mid-South can't even sit down in a chair without falling over with excitement. So maybe we'll try the crappie fishing part of this video later. I'll probably shut down and have lunch and stuff like that in probably about an hour and a half. But until then, let's just see if we can't catch catfish. Or I could watch a real live like Anything's Possible or Wild Hook or Cindy. Anybody. I'd even watch Mid-South right about now. But the good thing is we are out of the wind. But the bad thing is we're out of the wind. Now it's getting hot. Don't think I'm going live. Have to shoot. Okay. Sausage making video. All right. You know, we may not even get a catfish bite till this evening. They do catch some flatheads out of here. There's no blue cap, but there's channel cap. And that fancy dancy rod rack's made from home. It cost me like $15 to make it. Well, plus the cost of the 2 holders, but it's a lot cheaper than buying one. It ain't the best, but it works. Two of them jugs are just cruising all along. They're doing pretty good. They must not be getting hung on the bottom nowhere. So that kind of tells me it's at least 3 feet deep there. I really didn't know it was supposed to be windy today. I just knew it was supposed to be like lower 80s. That had me excited. Uh-oh. We might have something on one of our jugs. Just kind of tilted up on us. We'll see if it takes off here in a minute. My luck, it's probably a turtle. We are on the St. Francis River. Not really known like the Mississippi, but it's still a nice river. It goes into Wapapello Lake if you want to Google that and see what that looks like. I think I brought everything I needed except for something to snack on. But that ain't gonna kill me. No bananas. The way today's been, though, you'd kind of think I had some bananas. I definitely need some pineapple love, that's for sure. Welcome in, Stacy. Fishing's been slow, but that could change in any minute. Some of them kids must be back in school because normally you do a live this time of day. You got 25,000 trolls out here. We only got 5 lonely people. Yeah, kids at our school don't go back until the 20th. So I figured that might be the case. Some of the kids are going back already. So this area we're fishing is only like 3 foot deep. For those of you who just popped in, like Stacy. Kind of tucked back here to try to get out of the wind, but we still got quite a bit of wind. I'll tell you what, these seats are pretty comfy in this boat. That's one thing I do like about them. John Joe, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, work always gets in the way. Sure it is. As long as mid-south first. Now, see, if I was a catfish, I'd want to be back here. And I'd want to eat that skipjack. We're going to get this spot to 10 minutes after 1 my time. And I think I'm going to head back to the boat ramp. And go up and probably get some lunch. I'll probably end the stream for a little while. Try to get situated for some bank fishing maybe. It's deeper over there. It might be a little bit better. Get him, Maria. No F's, welcome in. Yeah, I miss being out of my boat. So that'd be something different to do. Really wanted to get on some crappie though. Maybe while I have a little bit of downtime, I'll run the boat and see if I can't find some crappie holes. Found a few spots that look promising. They had fish in it, but I don't know if they were shad or if they were crappie. Yeah, she is really feisty. I like it. Rhea, did you have your lunch? I think it was yesterday with Wild Hook. Awesome. I'd imagine when this lake is at winter full, you can't even get back here. Because they drop it down 3 or 4 feet. Korean barbecue. I've never had that. Sounds really good. I really thought we'd have had at least some gar action by now. Hey, thanks for the super sticker there, No F's. I appreciate it. We're out here giving it a shot. Donations are always appreciated. Never expected though, but I do appreciate it. Three plates of beef, pork, one plate of shrimp, scallops, for all the Hooker family try. Awesome. That sounds really good. We got 10 more minutes to see if these guys are going to do anything. If not, we're going to go get some lunch. We're going to get some hot dogs, I think, on the grill. I know it's not the exciting thing, but it's better than nothing. It's what I had. I really didn't prepare to come on this trip. I just grabbed whatever I had. Jetta, I am on the St. Francis River in Missouri. That's it feeds into the Wapapello Lake. And that's very nice. Matt Stewart, welcome in. There's my fishing buddy from Clearwater Lake. He proved to me the other day that there really are walleye in that river. I really thought that was some mythical creature that he always talked about. But I see it with my own eyes. I know it's really there. There's a Thai restaurant in my town. I've never tried it, but I've heard it's really good. One of these days I'm going to go check it out. All right, I do too. I'm going to be here for a while, so not this spot. I'm moving around to try to find something that's active. But thank you for stopping in, Jedi. Yeah, it's just a little Thai restaurant that's in my town. It's been there for years. I think it's called the Thai Kitchen or something like that. Oh, I love being able to move around in a boat. Come on, fishies. You got like 8 minutes to bite. Then we're going to go find a different spot. Even if we catch a fish, we're still going to find another spot. This just isn't very active. I know I'm going to have to lift that motor up to back us out because we're in mud. Probably actually just have to take the paddle and put yourself with the paddle. Probably be the safer bet. Can't believe I forgot my snacks. Out of anything to forget is your snacks and your drink. That was a pretty white herring. I didn't know if you guys seen it or not. You don't see too many of the white ones. You see the blue ones. I can't have 4 rods. I can only have 3. There's a little campground up here on the other side of the boat ramp. I'm wondering if they have bait. If they do, I might try to go get some minnows. And if this wind lays down, I'll go back to that tree where them guys were catching crappie at. Yep, that's it. State law gets you every time. Ooh, there was a fish. He jumped right there, dang it. I didn't catch it. Heck, I might even do some bass fishing. It's the plug. It looks like it melting for some reason on a trolley motor. That's working now for some reason. I just think I need to bypass that plug completely and just go directly to the battery. Yeah, the dumb thing started working again. I don't know what the deal was. You can tell it ain't making a good connection. And something keeps draining my batteries. It's probably that plug. So I'm like, there ain't no reason I should have to charge in batteries once a week, because if it don't get used, they should stay charged. Not even a turtle bite. All right, guys, I'm going to call it for right now. I'm going to go grab some lunch real quick and try to find a little better spot. We can still stay tucked out of the wind, but it's got some depth. So we'll see you again probably within an hour or so. So thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Definitely appreciate that. We will see you soon. We'll be fishing here at the St. Francis River again this afternoon. See you guys. Take it easy.